Once again, we are live here in Dubai International. As usual, the weather of Dubai is still going very well. Very nice, very cool. We are enjoying still the windy weather here outdoor in Dubai Creek, Dubai International. And we are really very happy with our social media journey. And we are going to break the social media. We are going to challenge the so-called names on social media. And we are going to continue our journey on social media. We will never give up. We never leave. We never go back. We are here for permanent on social media. Social media is now our lifetime journey of life, the mission of life. Mission Africa is the mission of life. Mission of social media is gonna be huge for our long time journey. Anyway, let's see the latest news today. It's BBC News. There is some good news from BBC News, BBC Urdu, that Trump just said that Iran want to continue the negotiations. So America accepted their request. This is Trump claims. Anyway, who is next? Khamenei is just laid to rest in the soil after 132 days of the death, which is not allowed in Islam. In Islam actually, the dead body should be buried as soon as possible. Keeping so many long days is not a good thing actually. Anyway, let's see. There is politics going on. There is so many things going on in the world. So we are not interested in politics. Let's see the Khalij Times, official newspaper of Dubai and UAE. Khalij Times says that Trump says US has agreed to talks but told Iran ceasefire is over. Then Iran buries slain Supreme Leader Khamenei in Mashhad. US-Iran technical talks continue, officials said on Thursday. Israel shared intelligence about new Iran. Egypt, Qatar call for restart of US-Iran talks, Cairo. Egypt and Qatar. Egyptian and Qatari foreign ministers on Friday called on the US and Iran to resume negotiations, as Trump said Washington had agreed to continue talks with Iran, but repeated that the ceasefire between the two countries was over. During a phone call, Egypt's Badr Abdel Lati and Qatari Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdurrahman Al Thani urged all parties to give priority to the language of diplomacy and dialogue and to return to the negotiating table. Then in pictures is hundreds of thousands of modern Khameneis across Iran. Then next is France, UNNY urges Iran to reopen Strait of Hormuz. Trump says US agrees to new Iran talks but ceasefire is over. Khamenei mourning ceremony, who will represent the family in Mujtaba absence. Iran's new supreme leader absence becomes a liability. Qatari delegation in Iran aims to boost mediation role, Tasnim agency. Watch the Khamenei's tomb at Imam Raza Shrine in Mashhad. Countries must reject Iran efforts to control Hormuz, UN agency. Oman, India discuss efforts to safeguard navigation in Hormuz. A condolence ceremony for Khamenei to be held in Qom on behalf of Mujtaba. Russia starts sending back its employees to Iran's Bushehr nuclear power plant. Qatari negotiators in Iran for talks to de-escalate US-Iran tensions. Qatari FM Egyptian counterpart discuss Iran-US ceasefire. Iran will respond to Israel if infrastructure is attacked, security official. Greek PM says will cut fuel prices over the summer. Maritime security threat level in Hormuz remains severe. Thai court to consider damages sought by crew of ship attacked in Hormuz. So these are the news related to Strait of Hormuz, Iran-US war, India's ONGC to build 13 million barrel national strategic oil reserve. Does Trump have a plan C for Iran? Oman stresses commitment of maritime freedom. US-Iran escalation could threaten 2027 oil market surplus. EGA resumes operations at Al Tawila Aluminium Refinery. Emirates Global Aluminium, the world's largest producer of high-quality aluminium, today announced the resumption of production operations at its Tawila Aluminium Refinery in Abu Dhabi. Aluminium production is expected to rise to 50% to full production capacity in the coming days. Production of Al Tawila Aluminium Refinery was halted on March 28 as a result of Iranian attack on the Khalifa Economic Zone in Abu Dhabi. The refinery resumed production of aluminium hydrate, the raw material used in aluminium production, on June 24. Al Tawila Aluminium Refinery began production operations in 2019 and is located next to company's Al Tawila smelter in Abu Dhabi. ECB back to square one in fight against high inflation. Gold rates in Dubai. The gold prices were steady in Dubai on Friday morning as investors bet on US interest rate hikes amid the US-Iran military conflict. Trump forces out 3 members of Independent Election Commission. Video: mourners carry a slain Iranian supreme leader's coffin for burial. Third attack on Iran. Mujtaba still unseen in public. Fuel market flash supply crunch despite calmer oil prices. Gold edges lower on Friday. China's economy likely cooled in second quarter. More LNG. Japan-linked vessels transit Hormuz. Photos: Khamenei's burial. Trump and Netanyahu held call. Tensions have mounted between Trump and Netanyahu over the handling of the war with Iran, which has cost the US president politically, with prices of oil and consumer goods surging during the conflict. However, the two leaders held a call on Thursday about US operations in the Gulf. The Israeli PM office said after Iran reported fresh American strikes. Israel shared intelligence. Iran says military headquarters hit on Thursday. Oil prices rise on Friday. So these are all news related to Iran, war, Strait of Hormuz, everything. Let's see the local news from Sharjah. Sharjah announces the bill payment extensions installment plan for tourism business. So Sharjah Electricity and Water Authority, SIWA, has announced a bunch of relief measures for tourism establishment in the emirate, including extended utility bill payment deadlines, fee waivers, and flexible plans. The initiative is aimed at boosting the sustainability and competitiveness of the emirate's tourism sector while creating a more attractive environment for investors. Among the key measures is an 1-month extension for paying utility bills. Tourism business will also be able to pay their consumption bills in installments. Anyway, this is the local news. Dubai airports ready for the summer travel rush. Okay. Etihad Airways Abu Dhabi Taiwan flights delayed. Sharjah Karachi cargo plane crash, more debris found in Karachi. No longer providers. Indian embassy in UAE warns residents against blah blah blah. Indian embassy in UAE warns against paying agents after ending BLS services. Do not pay to the agents. So Abu Dhabi Fujairah weekend trip, Etihad rail timings, ticket price, everything. You made us proud. Watch hundreds welcome Egypt Salah home after Fly the Way resumed direct flights to Aleppo after 14 years. This is good news for Syria. The people of Syria that Fly the Way resumed their direct flights from Dubai to Aleppo. Aleppo was under war, so it's finally returning to the peace. Thank God. The world needs the peace. Everyone needs the peace. War is always bring destruction and problem to the common people, to the public. Never good for the countries, for the economies, for the world. So these are the local news. What next? What next? Let's see if there is some news on the Gulf news. UAE weather tomorrow fair to partly cloudy. Okay. Let's see the Gulf news. The dawn news first. First the dawn news. Actually, if you are not asking any questions, we need to read some news for commentary, for feeding our life. So if you are not asking any questions, no problem. I am here to read the news and to feed my life. I can do anything, everything is possible in the world. Mr. KD is never disheartened, never disappointed from my social media journey. I am going on, I will do myself. Everything is happening, everything is possible. So Gulf News is saying Trump agrees to continue Iran talks. Assassinated Iran Supreme Leader Khamenei laid to rest in Mashhad. More wreckage of crashed cargo plane found. Pakistan Airport Authority. Rain predicted in country's upper regions over the weekend. Pakistan. Mufti Muttaqi Usmani declares crypto-based purchases impermissible under Islamic law. China successful test sea-based rocket booster recovery system. China successfully test sea-based rocket booster recovery system. Wow. Private school in Karachi ordered to reverse unlawful fee hikes. Privatization Commission approves ADB's advisory role in outsourcing Islamabad airport operations. Modi visit New Zealand as trade deal sparks India pushbacks. So this is some interesting news from China. China on Friday successfully tested an experimental rocket retrieval system using a net attached to a sea platform, state media reported, in the hope of breaking US dominance in reusable rockets. The Long March 10B rocket lifted off from the Hainan commercial space launch site in southern China at 12:15 p.m. and about 6 minutes after separation of its booster and upper stage, the booster returned vertically and was recovered on an offshore platform. The test marks China's first successful retrieval of an orbital class rocket, putting the country closer to developing a reusable rockets. The rocket had sent a satellite into preset orbit on Friday. So this is really news from China. The Long March has been compared to the Falcon 9 SpaceX widely used medium lift rocket. It was developed for commercial aerospace by the country's main state rocket developer, the China Academy of Launch Vehicle Technology, and is capable of carrying a payload of at least 16-meter ton on low Earth orbit. But unlike the Falcon 9, the Long March does not autonomously land on the deployable legs on a ground pad or drone ship, using instead 4 landing hooks to catch the net attached to a sea platform. Net-based recovery helps simplify the rocket's onboard structure, reduce vehicle mass, and increases payload capacity. It is also highly adaptable to landing point deviations, as coordinated net systems can effectively expand the capture window. SpaceX landed a Falcon 9 rocket from an orbital flight for the first time in December 2015, followed by Blue Origin's New Glenn in November. By now, SpaceX Falcon 9 launched around 150 times a year, or roughly 3 times a week, with its booster reused dozens of times as needed. The engine-packed booster is generally viewed as the most valuable part of a rocket. China has spent nearly a decade developing reusable rocket technologies, from early low-altitude hover tests to orbital-class booster recovery attempts in recent years. A system of reusable rockets will lower launch costs for China's rapidly expanding commercial satellite constellations. Private Chinese firms are also stepping up efforts to test their reusable rocket amid intense global competition to acquire the technology, and China has eased IPO rules for firms developing reusable rockets to help them raise funding. 2 attempts by private Chinese firm Landspace and state-owned China Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation last year failed to complete the crucial final step of landing and booster recovery. As part of the Long March 10 family being developed for China's crewed lunar missions before 2030, the Long March could also provide data and validate technologies relevant to the broader lunar programs. China plans to use the Long March booster stage again for another launch by the end of this year. So this is really technology advancement news from China. Let's see the Arab News, official newspaper of Saudi Arabia, if there is any latest breaking news. Egypt and Qatar call for restart of US-Iran talks. Security official: Iran will respond against Israel if infrastructure attacked. Tanker traffic slow in Strait of Hormuz after US and Iran clashes. Hundreds welcome Salah's Egypt home after best World Cup run. Let's see this news in detail. This is a happiness moment for the Africa, for Egypt. Al Amin, Egypt. Hundreds of euphoric supporters welcome home Egypt's national football team on Friday after the country's best ever performance at the World Cup, which ended with a brilliant last 16 exit to Argentina. A sea of fans dressed in red, white and black filled the grounds outside the airport in Al Amin, where the pharaohs boarded an open-top bus for a parade through the coastal city. We are very happy with the team, supporter Mohammed Gihad told AFP, the airport where he had traveled to welcome the players. Their spirit was high and ours is high as well. Supporters waved Egyptian flags and Palestinian flags in support of nearby Gaza, as well as a poster of coach Hussam Hassan draping both flags over himself during the tournament. Egypt achieved their first ever World Cup win before later reaching the last 16 team at the global spectacle for the first time after beating Australia on penalties. They were painstakingly close to achieving one of the tournament's great upset against Argentina, leading 2-0 with just minutes left to play before the defending champions staged an astonishing 3-2 comeback win. But fans remained in high spirits, dancing to the beat of drums, singing patriotic songs, and wearing shirts bearing the name of team captain and former Liverpool forward Mohamed Salah. Others held handwritten banners reading, "You made us proud." They reached a stage they had never reached before, and we are proud of you. As the team's bus pulled away from the airport, flags rippled above the crowd, and supporters surged alongside the vehicle until it disappeared from view. I'll do everything in my power to ensure this is a new beginning for Egyptian football on the international stage, Salah wrote on social media. The players are expected to meet President Abdel Fattah Sisi on Saturday, who on social media thanked the team for its honorable performance. The Egyptian Football Association has also lodged a complaint against the officiating team from Tuesday's match, with coach Hassan accusing officials of injustice, despite FIFA refereeing chief rejecting what he called unfounded allegation. Hassan drew praise in Gaza after waving a Palestinian flag on the pitch following Egypt's victory over Australia and dedicating the win to the Palestinian people. At his pre-match press conference on Monday, Hassan said the suffering of the Palestinian people was a shame on the world, as he called on football to do more to come to their aid. During the tournament, thousands of Palestinians gathered in makeshift cafes set up inside tents or built from out of corrugated metal salvaged from damaged buildings to watch Egypt's match. So this was the news from supports for Egypt. Egypt is also out from the World Cup, and Morocco is also lost their match against France. So they were the both African teams, but now they are out. Sudan's cholera outbreak may get worse due to conflict and rains. Body of slain Iranian Supreme Leader buried at Shiti Shrine in Mashhad. What next? Saudi Arabia's next grand strategy is connectivity. So this is the official newspaper from Saudi Arabia. Let's see what is the grand strategy of Saudi Arabia's connectivity. Detailed news. For decades, Middle Eastern geopolitics has evolved around energy production, military alliances, and regional rivalries. States competed for influence through oil, ideology, and security partnerships. Increasingly, however, the foundations of geopolitical power are changing. In the 21st century, connectivity is emerging as one of the most important instruments of statecraft. Countries that can move energy, goods, capital, data, and people efficiently across continents will shape global commerce and regional politics. Geography remains a strategic asset, but its greatest value now lies not simply in controlling territory but in connecting it. No country is better positioned to capitalize on this shift than Saudi Arabia. The kingdom sits at the crossroads of Europe, Asia, and Africa, linking the Red Sea to the Arabian Gulf, while serving as the natural gateway to the wider Middle East. For decades, this geography was viewed primarily through the lens of hydrocarbon exports. Today, it presents an opportunity to transform Saudi Arabia from an energy superpower into the region's indispensable connectivity hub. Vision 2030 has already begun laying the foundations for this transformation. Massive investments in ports, logistics, railways, industrial zones, aviation, and digital infrastructure are reshaping the kingdom's economy. Yet these projects should not be viewed as isolated. economic initiatives. Together, they represent the building blocks of a broader grand strategy. History offers a clear lesson. Great powers rarely dominate solely because of military strength. They prosper because they become indispensable connectors. Venus linked Europe with Asia through maritime trade. Britain built an empire around global sea lanes. The US anchored the post war international order through institutions, financial systems, and infrastructure that connected allies and market across continents. Connectivity generated influence. Saudi Arabia is now has an own opportunity to apply the same principle to the Middle East. The strategic logic has become even stronger in recent years. Disruptions in the Red Sea, concerns over the Strait of Hormuz, and increasing geopolitical competition have exposed the vulnerability of relying on a limited number of maritime choke points. At the same time, countries across the region are prioritizing economic diversification, resilient supply chains, and new trade corridors. The answer is not to replace maritime routes, but to complement them with integrated overland networks that provide redundancy, flexibility, and resilience. This is precisely the thinking behind the 4Cs initiative recently launched by the New Lines Institute. The initiative proposes a strategic connectivity framework linking the Mediterranean, the Red Sea, the Arabian Gulf, and the Caspian through integrated networks of pipelines, electricity, interconnections, railways, highways, and digital infrastructure. Rather than viewing these projects as isolated investments, the initiative presents them as component of a coherent regional architecture designed to strengthen energy security, facilitate trade, and promote long-term economic integration. Importantly, the 4C initiative is not simply another transport corridor. It represents a different way of thinking about regional strategy. For too long, Middle Eastern geopolitics has been organized around rivalry and exclusion. The 4Cs concept instead places connectivity at the center of regional cooperation, creating economic incentives for stability while linking Gulf energy producers more efficiently with European and global markets. It also builds on a unique geopolitical moment with improving regional diplomacy and renewed opportunities for reconstruction and investment in parts of the Levant. Saudi Arabia is uniquely positioned to lead such an effort. Its financial capacity, diplomatic influence, and ambitious domestic reforms provide the credibility needed to convene governments, international financial institutions, and private investors around long-term infrastructure development. The kingdom has already demonstrated a willingness to invest strategically across the region. Connectivity offers the opportunity to transform these investments into a durable regional framework. The economic benefits would be substantial. Integrated transport and energy corridors would lower transaction costs, diversify export routes, and improve supply chain resilience. They would support emerging industries including hydrogen, advanced manufacturing, logistics, and digital services, all of which depend on reliable regional infrastructure. For Saudi Arabia, connectivity would reinforce Vision 2030's objective of becoming a global investment and logistics platform rather than simply a major exporter of crude oil. But the geopolitical benefits may prove even greater. Infrastructure Infrastructure creates interdependence. Countries connected through pipelines, electricity grids, railways, and trade corridors develop shared interests in maintaining stability. Economic integration cannot eliminate political disagreements, but it can raise the cost of conflict while increasing the incentives for cooperation. Europe's post-war experience demonstrated this principle. Economic integration did not solve every political dispute, but it fundamentally changed the strategic incentives facing governments. The Middle East is neither Europe nor post-war Western Europe. Its political realities are different, yet the underlying lesson remains relevant. Prosperity is often built through connection rather than confrontation. Saudi Arabia has the opportunity to champion this vision rather than defining regional leadership primarily through military influence or diplomatic mediation. It can increasingly define it through economic integration. In doing so, it would position itself not merely as the largest economy in the Arab world, but as the indispensable connector between regions, markets, and energy systems. We just crossed half an hour of recording our live, and we are going to record just more half an hour. Then we close our live on YouTube and go non-stop Bobby Wine TikTok live. This is what makes connectivity about more than infrastructure. It is granted strategy. The kingdom has already invested heavily in the physical foundations of this future. The challenge now is to integrate those investments into a coherent regional vision. Initiatives such as the 4Cs framework demonstrate how this can be achieved by connecting not just countries but entire regions through shared economic interests. As the global economy becomes increasingly defined by resilient supply chains and strategic connectivity, the countries that shape the routes of commerce will shape the geopolitics of the future. Saudi Arabia has both the geography and the ambition to be one of them. So this is the Saudi Arabia's next grand strategy: to connect the regions, to connect the seas, to connect the oceans, to connect the countries by air, by sea, and by road. Let's see if there is any next latest news from Turkey. Turkey, the beautiful city of Turkey, Istanbul, is also called as the city of cats. There are so many cats in Istanbul. We want to visit Istanbul as soon as possible. From geopolitics to AI, Turkey expands its place in NATO. Wow. Geopolitics to AI. Russia says in touch with Turkey on fate of S-400 missile. Until every victim is found, Srebrenica remains unfinished story. So this is the news. Let's see the detailed news of this Turkish development. From geopolitics to AI, Turkey expands its place in NATO. The decision to hold the NATO Leaders Summit in Ankara carried strategic significance beyond logistics, reflecting Turkey's increasingly acknowledged military, political, and geopolitical importance within the alliance, according to the experts. The fact that the summit was held in Ankara is a recognition of Turkey's key position in both military and political terms. Mustafa Kenar, editor-in-chief of Kriter magazine and a researcher at the Turkish think tank, the Foundation for Political, Economic, and Social Research. The summit in Ankara brought together leaders of the 32-member alliance as well as key partners to discuss Europe's defense capacity. The alliance defense spending targets military modernization and continued support for Ukraine. Kenner argued that hosting the summit itself sent a political message about Turkey's evolving role in NATO, particularly as the alliance faces mounting security challenges across Europe, Middle East, and the Black Sea. Speaking at the opening of the Leaders Summit of NATO in the capital Ankara on Wednesday, President Tayyip Erdogan renewed his country's commitment to the alliance while urging NATO members that are also EU members not to exclude Turkey. We took measures to reach the 5% defense spending goal by 2030, Erdogan said as he delved into the country's contribution to NATO. Turkey has taken measures to raise the ratio of our defense spending to the 3.5% level before 2030. The summit represented an opportunity for Ankara not only to shape NATO's strategic agenda but also to showcase its expanding defense industry to allied governments at a time when European members are accelerating efforts to strengthen their own defense capabilities, according to Kiev. Turkey's active operational role within NATO has further reinforced its strategic value, he said, noting that the country has participated in numerous alliance missions and continues to contribute to NATO operations. Furthermore, he highlighted Turkey's leadership role in the Black Sea mine countermeasures task group alongside Bulgaria and Romania, as well as its previous contributions to missions in Bosnia, Herzegovina and Afghanistan. Turkey's contributions extend from Baltic region to the Black Sea and include NATO missions, operations and exercise, as well as responsibilities in maritime security, crisis management, training and deterrence. He said Turkey also hosts critical NATO facilities, including the Allied Land Command located in the western city of Izmir and the Rapid Deployable Corps based in Istanbul. The capital Ankara hosts the Center of Excellence for Defense Against Terrorism, and the Partnership for Peace Training Center Istanbul hosts the NATO Maritime Security Center of Excellence. Beyond military deployments, he argued that Turkey's geographic position continued to make it a central player in regional security. Located on NATO's southern flank, Turkey sits at the intersection of the Eastern Mediterranean, the Middle East, and the regions extending toward Africa, areas that have become increasingly significant for the alliance in the recent years. The security dynamics emerging from these regions have made Turkey an indispensable part of NATO's strategic planning. The crescent and star compound, dubbed by the media as Turkey's Pentagon, was partially opened on the occasion of the NATO summit in the Turkish capital Ankara. On Tuesday, Defense Minister Yasser Gular hosted counterparts. Hello, who is this? Natabuga Mijano Paul. Who is this? Let us know, please, from where you're watching our live. If you have any questions, please let me know. I am waiting for the questions from my viewers. Let me know from which country you are watching our live so that we can have some communication. We can have some sharing information with each other. I'm here in Dubai International. I'm reading the news about Turkey. On Tuesday, Defense Minister Yasser hosted counterparts from NATO member states for a reception at the Star section of the new headquarters, whose construction is still underway in other parts. The joint headquarters will bring together the land, air and naval force commands. Hi, how are you? Lam the Manish. Please let me know from where you are watching our live. I am the Imanish. What is this? I am the Imanish. Which country you are watching? Please let me know. Kenner also emphasized the rapid development of Turkey's defense industry, describing it as an increasingly valuable asset for NATO, particularly as European allies seek to expand indigenous defense production amid growing uncertainty over the long-term reliability of US-Canada. Welcome on Tokyo, not Tokyo, Tokyo, Japan. This is the Canada is, Canada is, I forget the name, the capital of Canada, Toronto. Yes, Toronto. I think Toronto is not the capital now, but I know Toronto. The Quebec state Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Canada is a beautiful country. It's like heaven on earth. Everyone wish to be in the Canada. Peaceful country. People enjoy the freedom, economic freedom, political freedom. They enjoy their life, human rights. Everything is really great in Canada. I love Canada. Canada is next to America. So Canada is always peaceful, and people are very happy to live in Canada, to go to Canada, visit Canada. I'm here in Dubai International. I'm live here in Dubai International. I have all the flags of Africa on my t-shirt. But due to social media journey, I want to be in Africa, because social media is something which no need any specific country, which no need any specific passport. So on social media, even you are in a far east country, you can reach to the global level. You can reach to any country in the world. So my social media journey is encouraging me to be based in Africa. I am traveling to Dubai after 2 days. Wow, welcome to Dubai. Dubai is hot these days. Dubai weather is a little bit hot these days. But anyway, there are cooling systems, there are air conditioning systems. Everything is in place. So welcome to Dubai. We are here. But in the night is actually good. The weather is still very good. I'm here outdoor. You can see I'm here outdoor. And the weather is feeling good, very nice. No more humidity, no more temperature. The day is really hot, but in the night it's good, okay, no problem. So I'm doing my live from outdoor without any air conditioning, without anything, and I'm feeling very good near Dubai Creek. The weather is really the wind is feeling very nice, very cool. So you are welcome to Dubai International. A huge development is going on in Dubai. Construction is going on, development is going on, metros are extending, and so many huge projects are going on. As the peace efforts are working now, Dubai will restart its journey once again for tourists, for business, and for everything, health and studies and everything. On the other hand, assistant editor of Inside Turkey and a researcher I have been to Abu Dhabi once. Yeah, Abu Dhabi is almost 100 kilometers from Dubai. Dubai is the commercial capital and Abu Dhabi is the political capital. So both are nice, safe cities, beautiful cities, having very nice places to visit. So you are welcome. All UAE is safe. All UAE is the safest country in the world. You can go anywhere, you can visit anywhere. 24 hours, there is no risk, there is no danger, there is no hazard, there is no any threat, there is no security problem, there is no crimes. So UAE is always safe. Even here in the outdoor in Dubai, I can be 24 hours and there is no risk, there is no crime, there is no any risk. So you are welcome to UAE, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, or anywhere. Economic and social research pointed out that the nature of NATO itself is evolving as the character of conflict changes, arguing that the alliance will sub. Okay, sub, please, thank you very much. I am actually live. I'm just new on social media. So I am recording my live almost daily 1 hour videos so that I can complete the target of watch hours. So hopefully I will complete in the next month. Then I will be going full time on social media. So I need more working hard. I am reaching global. You can see the flags. This is the flags of Africa. These are the flags of Africa, all 54 nations of Africa. I am reaching out through global media, social media. So social media is the global media. On TikTok it's going really very fast. On YouTube is a little bit slow, but finally we have to reach out to the world, to the Africa and Asia. So welcome, thank you, and thank you very much. Speaking at the Allies in Ankara event in the Turkish capital on Tuesday, National Defense Minister Yasser also emphasized that today's security cannot be ensured only through tanks, aircraft and ships, but also through secure data, reliable supply chains, protected infrastructure, resilient societies, and the ability to act faster than adversaries. He added, Turkey will continue to contribute to NATO's deterrence and defense, cooperate closely with allies, and support the alliance transformation. According to Akili, what some analysts describe as NATO 3.0 reflects the alliance's ongoing adaptation to this new security environment. He likened the transformation to the allegory of the elephant in the dark, suggesting that while different actors perceive individual aspects of NATO's evolution, few yet grasp the full scope of the alliance's changing strategic rules. Turkey, which joined NATO in 1952, has never been merely a geographical front-line country. Where is gone? The news just gone somewhere. Okay. Technology alone is not enough. Okay. Without talented people, it is impossible to effectively operate next generation combat aircraft, autonomous system, and other cutting-edge military platforms. AI has become a defining force in the evolution of the global defense industry and is expected to play an increasingly central role in future military capabilities, reminding that artificial intelligence and advanced technologies are becoming key elements of military competitiveness. Akili noted, Turkey's investments in these areas strengthen not only its own defense capabilities but also its contribution to NATO's future technological architecture. Turkey has begun preparations for a revised national AI roadmap coordinated by the Industry and Technology Ministry. Government institutions, defense companies, and private sector firms are intensifying efforts to expand country's AI capabilities in areas ranging from large language models and public sector applications to data infrastructure and autonomous defense systems. The roadmap is expected to prioritize increasing AI computing power, accelerating digital transformation across industries and public services, and expanding the domestic ecosystem for advanced AI technology. So these are the latest news. We just read the latest news from Pakistan, from Iran, from Middle East, from Dubai, from Saudi Arabia, from Turkey, Europe, from Egypt, Africa. So these are the latest breaking news. We have just 10 more minutes to be live. We are just 10 minutes more live on our YouTube live. So after 10 minutes we will close our YouTube live and go non-stop on TikTok live. Let's see if there is any news from TikTok. TikTok is always very interesting, very fast, sharing very so. Also, this is spray time here in Dubai. Yo, I am the Manish. I am the Manish. Welcome. Waiting for your questions. Waiting for your feedback. And waiting for your appreciation. Thank you for subscribe. Thank you for subscribe. We are just in the beginning stage of our social media journey, and I can assure you that we are going global very soon. Thank you very much. Actually, people are not asking any questions, so that's why I just read the news, latest news, local news. I need to feed my life for 1 hour at least daily. I have no time. I'm busy in the job also. So once I'm free from my job, then I will be full time on social media, and I can ensure my viewers that you will enjoy my content very soon, because my content is about Africa. I will reach out to 54 nations of Africa from based in Africa. Do you know a lot of countries? Yes, of course. I know all the African countries, Asian countries, all other countries. That's why I started the social media. Now my social media journey is going global. I am already viral in Africa due to this my unique design t-shirt. This is the first time somebody designed this t-shirt in the world. It never happened before, even by any African national also don't have any this type of t-shirt with all Africa flags. Who is this? I don't know what the fuck. Name them. There are so many countries in East, West, North, South, Central Africa. I can name all without watching. I can name you. East Africa is South Sudan, Sudan, Ethiopia, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, Uganda, Congo. These are the East Africa nations. Okay, you know Gibraltar or Gibraltar? Gibraltar is near the Tunis and Morocco, Algeria. It's near Spain. Are you Indian? No, I'm from Pakistan. This is Pakistani flag. Only two flags. This is Pakistani flag. This is UAE flags. This is South Africa. This is Sudan. This is Zimbabwe. This is Ethiopia. All others are African flags. So I am reaching out to all over Africa through my TikTok and YouTube. TikTok is making me too much viral in Africa. I have now 50,000 followers in just 6 months, and I'm gonna hit millions very soon. Africa is the great continent in the world. People are ignoring the superpower of Africa. For social media, Africa is the best. Once again, Ram Ji, Ajay Meena, welcome. Ajay Meena is watching us from India, Rajasthan. I like the Ajmer Sharif in Rajasthan, Khwaja Gharib Nawaz, Ajmer. You are Muslim? Yes. Alhamdulillah, I'm Muslim. I am proud to be a Muslim. Lavi Malka, hi. I am proud to be a Muslim. Islam is a true religion, true religion. It is the 100% true religion. There is no doubt. The world knows everything. The Islam is the true religion. You don't like Alwar? Alwar, who is Alwar? Alwar, I don't know the Alwar. I like all. I like all the cities, all the humanity, all the countries, all the people, all the regions, all the humanity. We are all human beings. So I like all. But Alwar, I don't know where is Alwar. You know Congo? Yes. DR Congo and Republic Congo. There are two Congos actually. Democratic Republic Congo is Kinshasa capital, and the other one, Republic of Congo, is the Brazzaville capital. Yeah, Rajasthan. Rajasthan is very big. India is very big actually. Rajasthan, you know, Punjab, Haryana, all these states are very big. So I don't know the all city names. There are so many cities. So mainly the main cities only I know. All cities are good. All countries are good. All people are good. On social media, we are one community, one humanity. We can reach out to anyone. We don't need visa. We don't need passport. We don't need government approvals. I'm from Bangladesh. Welcome. Kamaraso Bundu, Balabaso, Bangladeshi Taka, Chittagong. Everybody welcome. Bangladesh, India, Nepal, Sri Lanka. I bet you don't know Western Sahara. I know Sahara, Western Sahara, and then there is Morocco, then there is Algeria, then Tunis, then there is Libya, then Egypt, all this Sahara. You just check my short videos, then you will see. You will be enjoying my content. Which districts of Rajasthan have you heard the name? Only I heard Rajasthan, Jaipur, and Khwaja Mainuddin, Ajmer. Yeah, Ajmer, Jaipur, this. You know Jordan? Yes, of course. Amman, Jordan. I love Amman, Jordan. I was in Saudi Arabia, Red Sea area, and its border with Jordan. Jordan is a beautiful country. Petra, city of Petra. I love it. How you know to talk in Bangla? We are here in Dubai with having all the communities from all the countries. We have Bangla, we have India, we have Sri Lanka, Nepal, we have Africa. Africa! How are you, bro? Sudan? Sudan?
No,
Which country?
Guinea.
Let me see your flag if here. Guinea and Guinea-Bissau. I have all the Africa flag. Maybe
Conakry.
some are missing because no space. No space. All others have.
I think it is this.
This one?
Red, yellow, and green.
Yeah, I have flags, but I know all. I know major. I know, but others. You know this one, man? Bobby Wine. Uganda superstar.
Bobby Wine, yeah.
Uganda superstar. He's my brother.
Okay.
So my content is about Africa. You can please give me support. I'm reaching out to all of Africa, TikTok and YouTube. You might have also heard of AFRiCA.
My battery is loud.
Oh,
One
no
percent.
problem. You take picture. Take picture. Take picture. This one. My name is there, Mr. Kedi. Just write Mr. Kedi
Do
and
you
I am
have
there.
a power bank?
No power bank now. Hey, पहलवान चार्जर है? दे यार पहलवान चार्जर है थोड़ी देर वास्ते चार्जिंग का. Anyway, Ajamina, you might have also heard the AFRiCA Tiger Reserve in Alwar, district of Rajasthan. Yeah, I know. I have watched some videos that there are so many tigers in Rajasthan. Sometimes they are attacking the villages, sometimes they are attacking the population, but not all the regions. I'm not sure. But if you ask me about Africa, I know all Africa. Africa, 54 nations of Africa. I love all the Africa, Asia. I'm from Asia, so my name is also Mr. Kedi, Africa and Asia. So anyway, what is your name? My name is Muhammad Yusuf. But my social media name is Mr. Kedi. Kedi means cat, baby cat. So I like the baby cats. So in future you will see me whenever I will be live or making videos. I will have one baby cat here on my shoulder, here or here playing. So people will enjoy my content. I have so many ideas. Am I right that you know Hindi? Yeah, Hindi, Urdu, same. Hindi and Urdu are same languages. We can speak same type. Only writing style is different, but speaking is the same. Hindi, Pakistan, Bangla, this all before it was only one subcontinent. So the culture is same, the language same, little bit difference by area. Even inside India you can see the Kerala, the Tamil, the Hyderabad, they have different languages. So, but the culture is almost Asia, we are subcontinent, same, no problem. We are all human beings. We are all human beings from one Adam, peace be upon him, from one person sent by God, Adam. So from him, the humanity started. So we are all human beings from one human being. Now, billions and billions of people are there in the world, and after next 100 years or 50 years, 100 years, all this has to go to the next life, and then new people to replace them all. So this is a system by nature, by God, by the Creator. We have to leave this world. This is temporary world. We cannot stay here forever. We have to be accountable for our actions in the next life. Once we die, we have to face the accountability. We have to face the questions, and we have to face the punishment or the rewards in the heaven or hell. Based on our faith, based on our belief in this life. So then we will see everything is written in the message was 100% correct. But there will be no chance to return back to this life, this world. There is no chance. Because we have to face the punishment or reward as it is written in the message. And message never speaks a lie. Message is always correct, 100%. Everything written in the message is 100%. There is no fake, there is no lies. So the message says the human being has to face the accountability once he dies. We have limited time. We have just limited time. Maybe 1 year, 100 year, 10 year, we don't know. But we have to leave this world one day. The God knows that moment. So we have to be prepared for the next life, which is permanent. The next life is actually permanent. And our reward and our punishment will be permanent also. The people who will go to hell, they will be burning there forever. and they will never die. They will feel the pain of fire. They will feel the pain of fire. They will get the fresh skin. It's message. It's written in the message. Once their skin is burned, they will get the fresh skin. Then this will be burned. Then they will get the fresh skin. So it will be repeated forever. There will be no death. How much subscribe you have? I have now more than 2,000. I have now more than 2,000. I'm just new. Almost 5-6 months only. So I'm just new. So I have made a lot of mistakes also. So I am learning from my mistakes. I'm going. I'm managing my job also. Some changes are painful but necessary. Some changes are painful but necessary. Let me know. Let me know if there are any changes needed. I will make it. No problem. I have to rectify. I have to correct myself, my mistakes. I have to learn from my mistakes. I am here to improve by your comments, by your feedback, and I always welcome to my viewers from all over the world, from all over the regions, from all the countries, from global level. So now the time is coming to close my live on YouTube. Let me know if there is any serious question. Please let me know, because I'm gonna close my live on YouTube. Mostly I'm recording 1 hour recording daily for watch hours. So bye. Okay, bye. Thank you very much. Let's close my live here on YouTube.